Modern society constantly tells people they are free, free to choose, free to buy, free to build the life they want. But beneath modern life exists a system quietly shaping human behavior every single day, a system designed to keep people consuming endlessly. People no longer buy only what they need. They buy what they are psychologically influenced to desire: a newer phone, a better car, more expensive clothes, another subscription, another upgrade, and slowly, spending stops feeling like survival. It becomes identity. Modern consumer culture does not simply sell products. It sells emotional promises. Buy this and you will feel successful. Buy this and you will feel attractive. Buy this and your life will feel complete. Advertising rarely focuses on the product itself anymore. It focuses on psychology, status, belonging, validation, escape. This is why modern spending often feels emotional rather than rational. People shop when stressed, spend when lonely, consume when bored, because consumer culture increasingly positions consumption as emotional relief. And for a brief moment, buying something new creates stimulation, a small dopamine release, a temporary feeling of excitement. But the feeling fades quickly, and when it disappears, the cycle begins again. This creates one of the most powerful economic systems in human history, an economy built not only on needs, but on endless dissatisfaction. Social media intensifies this pressure dramatically. People constantly see luxury lifestyles, expensive vacations, designer brands, successful influencers, and over time, comparison changes perception. Ordinary life starts feeling insufficient. A normal salary feels small. A normal apartment feels disappointing. A normal existence feels like failure. This psychological pressure quietly pushes people toward more spending, not necessarily because they need more, but because modern culture constantly reminds them of what they supposedly lack. At the same time, modern economies increasingly depend on continuous consumption to sustain growth. People are encouraged to upgrade, constantly replace, quickly spend continuously. Products are designed to become outdated faster. Trends change rapidly. Nothing feels permanent anymore. Even identity itself became connected to consumption. People increasingly express themselves through brands, technology, lifestyle, purchases, online image, and this creates a dangerous emotional trap. Because once self-worth becomes tied to consumption, satisfaction becomes unstable. There will always be a newer version, a better product, another trend, another lifestyle to chase. Debt becomes normalized inside this system. Credit cards, financing, monthly payments. People increasingly spend future money to maintain present lifestyles. And over time, financial pressure grows quietly beneath the appearance of normal modern life. Perhaps this is why many people today feel financially exhausted despite constantly working. The system does not encourage contentment. It encourages continuous desire. And perhaps the most powerful part of consumer culture is this: people often believe their desires are entirely personal, without realizing how heavily those desires are shaped by advertising, algorithms, social pressure, and modern psychology. This does not mean buying things is inherently wrong. Human beings naturally enjoy comfort, beauty, and improvement. The danger appears when consumption becomes emotional compensation, when people begin filling psychological emptiness with endless purchasing. Because no product can permanently solve loneliness, lack of meaning, insecurity, emotional disconnection, yet modern culture continuously implies that fulfillment is always one purchase away. Perhaps this is why satisfaction feels increasingly temporary in modern life. People consume more, but feel fulfilled less. And perhaps that is the quiet truth consumer culture rarely wants people to realize. An economy built on endless spending quietly depends on people never feeling fully satisfied. Because once people become genuinely content, the system loses one of its most powerful engines: endless desire.